keep you safe in my heart, 'cause I'm too in love to let you go. And I'm so proud to be yours, through faith and love. You've guarded my soul.
I am Eric Joy, formerly Ronny D'Haene. My poem, Help Me on the Journey. Physical separation and spiritual alienation. I have lost my place. My body has become a foreign country. I no longer know its maps or rule. What languages it speaks are silent to me. Too silent or they frighten me to silence by their strangeness. They seem harsh. They come from nerve and grit, even muscle groans under their sounds. Skin erupts in the effort of trying to understand. I am dried out from loss of tears, and sometimes there are screams. I grow suddenly dizzy, caught in the whiteout of an inner tundra storm. Without focus, I cannot tell if I am going somewhere or holding still. I want to move freely in this country and life. Truly be alive here again. I want to respond well to its voices and weather, learn its new laws. I want to feel its welcome again. I want to be unafraid and peaceful. Know that, after all, I was born here. I need an interpreter in my own skin. Friend, help me to find and keep place here. Be a doctor or lover. Hold me and remind me how.
I really do see dead people. Sometimes I write their lines. In Erik's case, his own words were best. So I transcribe them, interpret them, more like reveal them. Hence the script. Hope Marina and Ronny like their lines. I know Erik will.
The other day, Donald and me talked, and he said, I asked him what I had to wear. So he says, wear the black and white shirt. No, I said, I don't want to wear it. I want to wear the blue one. And he wasn't happy about it, but I said, you always tell me what to do. And I want to give him a call. Hi, it's me, Marina.
Marina, I know it's you. I asked you to call me.
Why do I have to wear the black and white top? I don't want to. I want to wear the blue shirt, the one I was wearing.
Okay, I want to see what you're going to wear. Send me a picture.
The weather's going to be cold, so I want to wear something warmer.
No, it's curtains. No, I hate it. No. It might get warmer. Wear the black one. Wear the black one.
Yes, Mr. Boss, whatever. I have to call Uber now. Be here in 10 minutes. I better get myself together. Wear the black and white one. Take my phone, get my keys.
What a bad cook. Ooh, the food. What a bad cook. Better you than me. Better you than me. Morning, bro.
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad. Turns out you caught me while I was practicing my lines, like you suggested, out loud. I read it first out loud, looking at the page, and then I pretend I'm looking at the audience, trying to adjust to a better sound.
Okay, good. Yeah, exactly. Read the lines out loud. That's an actor's trick. Yep, that's what we do. That we know when you stumble.
Yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to see you tomorrow, so tomorrow when we go over it, you can give me better pointers because, as you know, I'm not an actor.
No problem. Okay, we'll talk later. You get busy. Thanks. Bye. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is today. Yeah, I'll see you, Ronny, today. It's like we entered a time machine and we arrived old. Oh my God! I win. You wore the top.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, thanks. I was
Yeah.
right. You look great. It's the one to wear. And anyway, it isn't as cold as you thought, is it?
It's nice out.
Yeah, it is nice out. Yeah, unlike what you thought. So we're ready to go. Let's go.
All right. I want to wear the blue one.
Remember? Okay. What did I tell you? No talking, and don't bang the cup on the table.
At the risk of being embarrassed right now, no, but I had a teddy bear. I had it until 12 years old. Mom had to keep switching the button eyes. They were never the same. Different buttons, different eyes. Different colored eyes. Life size to us then. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's how I want it.
Mute.
Okay, sorry, whoops.
No sorry. Just go on. Let's do it.
The page isn't working. My favorite.
You got it. That's a practice you have to do for the 19th.
Oh, yeah. Nothing changed. Oh, you got a line.
No hope. That was the change.
Nothing changed.
I'm going upstairs.
Yeah, I love Ginger.
No.
We missed that.
No.
No, we missed it.
Right, but you would never say,
Where are you? Oh, I'm going upstairs. See, that's the hard
Okay,
part
all right,
when
wait.
there's nobody else doing it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's true. But wait, let's go. When you get to the Ginger, it's you are.
Yeah, I love Ginger.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's it.
Yeah, I love Ginger.
I'm going upstairs.
Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's Island. Mom! Stomp, stomp, stomp. Now, how do you want us to do that? Okay. So stomp, stomp, stomp.
You don't say it, you do it. You just fake it. Okay, keep going.
All right. No!
What's going on?
Oh, nothing!
He's yelling, bring me some milk. Wait. He's yelling, bring me some milk.
No! Oh, no, you're supposed to say that with me.
You two got it. That is exactly what you got to do.
Both of us are saying that one. Loud in
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
No!
Oh, let's practice that because you pay attention to this.
Without.
Hold on.
filming?
Let me. I'm the director. Listen to me. Tyler's there. He's done his long first speech. He opens the show. We're speechless is the point. You get it? You're too close to me. This is why we're... No! That's what we want it filmed. Now
Scooch
she gets
this
it.
way?
Why wouldn't
When
you?
you say scooch?
If you scooch away, do you scooch to me or away from
I
me?
don't know scooch. The word scooch don't.
Means get the fuck out of my face.
Wait,
You did. That's
okay.
what you did. Wait. I'm not smile. You didn't smile. You were like this. And then you read laugh and you went, ah!
Oh, Lordy, help me.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to... Wait. This is too insane. Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Dead guys.
And I just farted, and if it stinks, I'm sorry.
I can't believe this. Okay, take 27.
I have mental issues.
She's like, I farted. Excuse me.
That's the
And then
perfect
when you
part.
do the character, Marina,
And then
she's
you
like-
don't do it.
And then she does this. I don't do that. I don't do that. Okay. No, we got that. Okay. We got it.
What about this line?
Okay. Ronny, Marina, this is where I saw Erik. In his seat dedicated to him. There are your dedicated seats. I'll sit in Erik's. Can you believe it? Okay. Are you ready? Here we go.
I'm still happy, even when...
Quiet, don't!
even after he asked me to play with his pee-pee.
No!
My name is DonaldD'haene and I'm 21 years old. I was sexually assaulted from the ages of 4 to 15, from 1965 to 76.
My name is Marina D'Haene. I was abused sexually throughout my childhood, and I don't remember my earliest years, but do remember my later years, and I'm 18 years old.
I was abused from the ages of 6 to 11, with a final failed attempt when I was 14.
A family can look so normal, and sexual abuse could be a part of their life. The fact that our father sexually abused us for over a decade was the worst kept secret because there were so many people who had found out along the way. Initially my mother, and then elders warned their wives to keep their children away from my father,
And then there was lawyers and doctors who found out, a judge, policemen, and none of these people told me it was a crime. So they started to help keep it a secret too.
Remember I told Mom first, before any of you did. We confirmed to Mom, we talked, and then nothing changed. We all went silent.
It's like a movie.
It was and is. Which one of us will die first?
I think neither of them. You, Ronnie, you will die first.
I agree. I always thought and think I would die before 25.
My poem, Standing Still. There were days I cried alone to my sleep. Things others found no value in I would keep. My loved ones were no longer in sight. I would sit by my window and look out each night. I would think of what in life there was left for me to do. All the people said things, many bad, but oh, so true. I spent my days holding the young and old, sharing all the wisdom I was told. So now I lay it all to rest. I've done what I could. I did my best. So much more time left to kill, awaiting death and standing still. Good night, Marina. Good night, Mommy. Good night, Donald. I always had to have the last good night. Good night, Ronnie.
Why is Erik a special ed? Erik is gifted. Oh, it's so that he talks, no one will believe him.
He knows
We will
never
never tell.
And I was trouble with a capital T. My story, severed and scorched. When one hasn't truly been heard or given proper time to grow, when a person is punished for crimes not done, when one is categorized or labeled or discarded, feeling misled, used, surrounded by several forms of abuse, taken for granted or mistreated, torn by truthful words, misguided or abandoned, losing faith in the things that used to be meaningful when lies are obvious and coming from someone close to you, being taken for granted for being kind, being taken advantage of, being deceived by someone you trust or have applied faith in, established love, ruined by jealousy or doubt.
When I was little, my safety was in the grass. I'd run into the field and hide in the grass. I thought of marriage and children, but you attract men who are like your father. And I thought I could never live with the fact of having children and having my father, my husband, abusing my children, so I wouldn't think of marriage.
I'm attracted to less of both sexes because of it.
Less.
Yeah. Like, don't want to have sex.
There are days when I break down and it's the way it is.
Even though that happened, we never talked about it. Like, we never ever discussed the sexual abuse amongst ourselves. My older brother, Ronnie, was introduced to the sexual abuse by force, and always force.
I never even knew that a thing called the game existed because his approach to me was totally different.
Okay.
Here I am, the oldest, and my clothes would all be used. I'd never get a ball. I'd never get a glove. I'd never get anything. I mean, he'd never buy anything for me. I'd find out through your book that he's buying you and Marina the gifts and things all to play the game.
When he says, I'll get you something if you'll play the game with me, it was something he was going to get anyway.
But then didn't you
Like, he
tell me
didn't get
that
toys
he
or-
took you to the movies and bought you ice cream and stuff like that? Didn't you? Wasn't that in
He
the
took
book?
me to a porn festival. I don't
Well, I
think
remember that.
was...
No, I remember that.
Yeah,
in the
like there
book.
was no The Bible movie or Swiss Family Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
Got a big catch, you know, when I had him, because he was handsome. Oh yeah, everybody thought he was good looking. I was not gonna marry one that wasn't good looking. I wanted to be happy in marriage, you know. I know he couldn't look at the children sort of in your faces when I was there.
I can remember us trying to counsel our mother in that, you know, tried to get her to leave.
So then, like, because she didn't do anything, we didn't think there was any hope that we would get out of the family, and that we didn't, it just seemed that the love was gone.
We resigned ourselves to the fact that he owned us and there was no way out.
I need an interpreter in my own skin.
Look at this painting I did. Mom, The teacher gave it a C+. She said the colors in the water didn't match the sky.
I'll keep you safe in my heart, 'cause I'm too in love to let you go. And I'm so proud to be yours. Through faith and love, you've guarded my soul. You're the one who taught me what it means to be a man. When I fell, you caught me and showed me who I am. And I'll always hold on to the memories that you left. You live inside my soul, now that heaven is your home.
I had this overwhelming feeling of protecting Marina and Erik. I'd be on the lookout, and I'd throw myself at him to divert his attention from them, because and the only way I could do that and excuse it was to make myself feel like, well, I'm a prostitute and I want this, and I know what we'll do. Marina and Erik might want it, so I had to protect them from wanting it.
Yeah.
We were all like suicidal and self-hatred and getting in trouble with the law, and it was all signs of the secret of what we were keeping within.
I wish that I never met him sometimes, or I wish that I should have married somebody else.
Do you remember that even when you made up your mind, we convinced you to leave, yet even after we left and you knew everything that happened, you still cried for him?
Yeah, but the crying was more like, I'm leaving, I don't know where we were going.
There's one thing I need to talk to you about. If you're too embarrassed to go through the ordeal of the trial, I won't proceed.
I'm with you all the way. Let's go for it.
Me too.
Okay, but Erik, I don't want to put you through this mess, so we'll keep your name out of it and out of the press.
Okay?
As if.
My story for school. Being close to your family. I think the best way to get close to your family is to discuss problems or answer all questions of teenagers or children, or even if your sons or daughters are at the age of 20 on. A bond of communication is something not many families have. Your mother and father should be your closest friend, like my mom, Jeannette Battaille, and my guardian, DonaldD'haene, and my dear sister, Marina D'Haene. But of course, my best friend is me, Erik D'Haene. Therefore, as a loyal citizen of this nation, I'd like to add, be observant and learn by conversation as a family together. A mother and father are like a jewel or better.
Well, that was short-lived. I kept a scrapbook from 80 to 82 of all the subpoenaed dates, the appearances, the court appearances, the trial footage. And here's a bunch of the clippings that went across Canada. Of course, the London Free Press covered it and did personal interviews. And Marina and I were on an hour on our local cablecast, an hour documentary. We talked about the experience. That was our first filmed interview. First time we were on camera ever, too, as well. And more press. I mean, once that hit the press, then it just kept going and kept going. And other people interviewed us, and there was a strong reaction to the light sentence of 2 years less a day. And we found out there was plea bargaining. I mean, we could tell that from the trial, but once the public found out about it, Helen Connell from the Free Press interviewed me about that, plea bargaining. And the press articles, and people wrote letters, and I was interviewed by University of Western Ontario, the Extra, this is for the Extra, and the Gazette. And that was a very thoughtful interview. And I tried to keep Erik out of it as much as I could. I don't know how successful I was. For the first time, I found all the subpoenas after 40 years. Here's Erik's subpoena for the trial. I didn't even know I had that. And all the offenses that Daniel, the abuser, committed against Erik. But I tried to keep him out of the trial, but he was still involved. He was still in there. And the unbelievable thing is, at the same time as this was happening, the stress on Erik is Erik had to make an appearance
in the court. He was only 15 because he took some money from a friend. And here he's got subpoenas to testify against his father and also for himself for his appearances in court. It's unbelievable. It's just a tragedy.
My statement in the Aylmer police report. Single. Occupation? None. I was at the OPP station for about 2 hours. I stole the money from the gym room at East Elgin Secondary School. We went home to get my stuff to move to the next house. I was losing it. The beginning of the end. We have to go our own ways. I was either in the hospital, psych ward, jail, or on the street.
It's my fault.
I stole the drugs from the doctor's office and took them at school. I woke up in a London hospital, tubes everywhere. I actually died and saw myself.
Sorry, so sorry. I couldn't hug you.
I know. I now know why, Donald. But even then, I wrote in my diary, my feeling about what's happening. I feel it had to happen. Things would have gone worse as time went on. I need to be alone for a while, out of the family situation, away from arguments and all that. I cried when Mom and Donald left for a while until I knew I'm safe and it's okay. A list of people I don't want to see. Elders, my father, Daniel D'Haene, therapists, social workers.
We were numb, in shock.
We cannot help each other.
Well, there were periods of years where we never talked to each other. We were just so caught up in our own, recovery and surviving, figuring out a way how to survive, that we just couldn't be there for each other. And it was better that we didn't see each other because we reminded each other of the abuse.
I never dreamed that a person could be happy. I just never dreamed that it was possible. I thought that we were destined, for whatever reason, by the cosmos, to be different, weird freaks and never to know what love was and never to know what happiness was. Of course, all of that was a lie.
To my family, I cry sometimes because the ones I really loved are gone. I'm all alone in a big city. I find it hard to understand why I must suffer constantly. If I ain't one thing, I's another. I'm trying very hard to put behind the bad times and bad memories. I would like to apply myself and do some work, but the doctor suggested it may be too much for me. Stress and anxiety may cause another hospitalization. It would be very pleasant if we could all get together under the same roof again someday. I miss you all so much. As the days go by, I'll keep you in my prayers, say hi to those who care. I still often lose track of what I'm doing or where I've put something, but I hope that will pass. Love, Erik.
When the camera's on, look here, Marina.
I am going to have a smoke first.
Whoa! That would be great if you were filming Ronny.
Oh, shit.
And she hit the ball.
Marina, you're a winner. There's a winner in you, baby.
I know what I liked. It was corn syrup. Because I didn't like...
Some people do, yes.
I didn't like... Are we being taped?
No.
Then I find out corn syrup's the worst thing you can have for your body. It's horrible. There's stuff that they put in it.
What else do you have that's horrible for your body? Is corn syrup worse than cigarettes?
Shut up.
What else?
I can guarantee you cigarettes are way worse than corn syrup.
Well, I was vaping, and I thought
Which is
better
worse
for
than
me.
smoking cigarettes.
It's worse than smoke.
It
That's
is.
what my
No, it's-
doctor
what?
says. And then
Anyway,
when I was
different chemicals.
I know
Then-
one thing you're not doing that's worse
then
for your body.
when I had problems with the fuckers, my axe.
You know one thing you're not doing? You're not having enough sex. That's what you're not doing.
Oh, when you're diabetic, you can't really perform very good.
Okay,
I
so
don't
we're
know if
doing
you knew that.
We're doing a service announcement now. All the things, cornstarch.
Well, you asked me a question about sex.
I know cornstarch is worse than cigarettes, and sex is worse.
Now, here's something. I was scared to be with a man because of what I was told. Here's another one.
Hey, me too.
A woman, if you have not had sex in a long time with a man, they can rip the inside of you because it's just normal. Accidentally, it's not that they wanted to. But
So,
you're not
wait,
a virgin
wait.
anymore, but you can have problems. So then,
Wait a sec.
then I was talking to
So
some,
you could falsely accuse a man of rape just because you didn't have sex for a long time.
But listen,
More to
then
the
I
point.
found out you can get lubes. All right. Yeah,
No.
that's what I read.
No.
Listen, they
Oh
said
my
that
God.
when
A gay woman is giving a
you're
wrong
not
information.
listening.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
No,
They're
the
blood
semen will, if you penetrate the butt.
No, it is.
And listen, it will tear and rip.
Listen, Donald.
Yeah, listen.
Listen. Don't
No.
even up, Donald.
It tears and rips
Don't be like
the
Marina.
butthole.
Yeah.
It will tear and rip the butthole sometimes. So that's where, because there's blood in semen,
Okay,
that's
make
how
up
you
your
get.
mind. Is the cock ripping up a woman, or is it the what is it?
Cock can rip up anything if they put it in the wrong places. Never mind. I'm taking pills.
Oh, you're on a lot of
The
boards.
pills affect your
Metabolism?
No, not metabolism.
Your woo woo.
Your
Your
woo
woo
woo.
woo.
Please do not show this at the festival.
Well, I think it's the main attraction. Marina, I just sit back
I'm
and
just
just
me.
watch it.
Marina uncut.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds.
So
great.
remember,
Oh my God.
remember.
Marina
Hey,
raw.
Marina, if you ever got trans, you could be Marina uncut.
Okay.
Or
So
cut
when I
trans.
was
I wonder if they
18
could do that.
When-
Can they make you a cut trans or an uncut trans? You know what? Do you know anything about that?
Trans. That's a person that changes. Right?
Right.
I wanted to be a man because being a woman, looking at mom,
You wanted to be a man? Okay, did you want to uncut or cut dick?
what it was, when I moved to London, I'm wearing high heels, dress. I'm walking down Dundas.
A miracle! One cool, misty afternoon on a lazy day in October, I was walking to our school. I arrived 10 minutes late. I entered the door and sat in my seat, and we waited hours on end for the teacher. I then became mad because all the kids were talking, yelling, and even throwing paper airplanes. I rose from my seat and I shrieked from the top of my lungs. It suddenly became quiet. I then proceeded to the front of the room. I began to teach things like never before, and every time I finished, they clapped and whistled. I became so good at it when the teacher finally came back, they would not take her because I was better. I guaranteed all the students A's and B's. After a few years, I retired and moved to Prince Edward Island, where I spent most of my life from then on. I became the president of Prince Edward Island. At the age of 84, my wife died of cancer. I then died too at the age of 204. I too, this very day, have been written in the book of the world. So if you hear the name Erik the Great, you'll know who they are talking about.
How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Twas grace that led me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home.
I did what I had to do. I didn't want any of this. I was the quietest of us. I was invisible, but I promised my mother I would take care of her always, and for a time, Erik and Marina. I slayed the dragon for them, not for me. Maybe, just maybe, the least among us can make a difference. Erik's life is his legacy. I guess I'm still taking care of him. His memory, his hopes, his dreams. A dragon slayer's work is never done.
Can we get back to my book?
I forgot what you were like, Erik.
Boy, you might be Joy, but you're still D'Haene.
My book I wrote, if I had 3 wishes. The first wish, have all A's on my report card every year. Second, live forever. Third, get to marry a very kind, respectable person for my wife and live forever in peace.
Erik gave me this. Oops, sorry, just one moment. And I held it for now so many years. He gave it to me in my 20s, and I've had it since then. And I'm now 57, so like that's a long time. This is going to be always something I'll always have. He loved the song by Prince, Let's Go Crazy. And he sang it one day to me. And it was so beautiful the way he sang it. And he can do Prince like anything. And I wish I could have heard more of his singing. But anyways, he said the part, dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you there's something else, the afterworld, the world of never-ending happiness. You can always see the sun day or night. Sorry, I knew this was going to happen, but it's okay. So when you call up the shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one doctor, everything will be all right. And I hope that you, Erik, will be all right forever with Mom.
Erik by far had the most book, drama, movie-worthy life. The Kardashians have had a reality show for 10 years. They got nothing on us D'Haenes. He died from an accidental drug overdose. The coroner was so kind. This woman went beyond the call of duty, wanted to know Erik's history, assured me he was not in pain at the end. Not even knowing of my last conversation with Erik, she told me it is common for men of the streets to lose their way after their mothers die. And with Mom having dementia for years, he lost her years earlier. Having to arrange things from so far away was tough. But everyone was so great in the bizarre process. We didn't find out until 10 days after Erik passed away that he had. When I asked the Ministry of Health worker how I could find out if Erik had writings, etc., she gave me the name where he had lived his last 6 months. I immediately called, and the man at the desk said they were devastated at Erik's passing. You'll want to talk to the manager. She comes on and says, we're so glad to talk to someone who knows Erik. I'm just looking at a comic strip that Erik drew. She said they all took to Erik. They were in shock because Erik was not using. So I was thrilled and devastated in a whole new way. Now it was even more tragic. Erik was liked, made connections, wanted to live, and just fell off the wagon. His poor older body just couldn't take what was the norm years earlier. Then I spoke to the house manager and discovered one last shocking detail. Erik had asked him to keep money in the safe for him to buy CDs, etc. He had $600 saved up. This is the guy on social assistance. If you know anything about the drug world, no one saves money in a safe who is a regular user where every dollar goes to another hit. Final proof he was clean. I wonder if he did that final hit to numb his feelings, memories that day. If love could heal a heart, you, Erik, would have healed decades ago because the amount of love Mom, I, my sister and brother felt for you. There's not room enough in this world to fill. May your soul find moments of peace that you never had on earth. Good night, my sweet Prince Erik. Thank you.
Thank you, Donald, for painting me with a careful brush. They don't need to read my last letters. Better they know how I got here than what was, well, how bad we got.
I want to hook this back up to Erik, because how do you think
I was thinking about that a couple of days ago.
Losing Erik, but not only losing Erik now, but the experience of knowing for 40 years that we have our closest blood relative who's suffering all the time. How did you live with it?
Well, I was talking to somebody today about everything, a little bit about Erik. And what I said was we could not be there for him when we were young because we were fucked up. We couldn't emotionally be there to support Erik. And sometimes I felt like I regretted that because I couldn't be there for him. But I was so messed up emotionally, I can't be there for him because I couldn't. So I needed rescue. And the times back then, not knowing his disability of emotional stuff, you wonder why he acted the way he did, and he seemed crazy.
Reality is, though, we weren't trained to be able to help him to the degree that he needed help.
Yeah, and nobody was there because the religion didn't help. You know, I'm just saying, if the religion didn't help, nobody helped our family.
Nor could the religion help.
Nor could they help, but I don't think we helped either. I don't blame ourselves.
And we were always arguing. Yeah, we always against
arguing.
Each other because we didn't like living back then.
Exactly.
Erik was in the middle of crap because we were going through whatever.
And yet, he was the happiest initially.
He was a joker.
He was happy longer than we were. Yeah. Because he was happy after he was abused. He didn't understand.
So then, when he got given up by Mom, I used to hate Mom for that, but then I understand it now. I can understand it more as an adult, but I remember saying, why do you have to give up Erik, and why is Erik taken away? Now, Erik...
But she gave up you, too. And you survived.
But wait.
And she gave up Ronny.
So when Erik was given up, I always hated Mom for that. And before she died, though, I made peace with Mom with that. Because we talked about everything. I had to get it out before she was gone. And that was before even the dementia. When she said she loves Erik, I couldn't understand that comment. She says, and she'd cry. I said, why are you crying? You gave him up. What do you expect?
See, I don't see it that way.
And I didn't, but that's how I saw it.
Right, but I don't see it that way. She didn't give him up. She couldn't help him.
Correct.
The system.
Now I understand.
He called.
That's what I'm saying.
He called Children's Aid.
You don't understand
He called Children's Aid to get taken out. Yeah. And when he got taken out, nothing to do with Daniel. This is way after that. He couldn't get back in.
But why I say.
And so wait a second. So my other point is about Mom.
So Mom didn't do it.
Mom didn't do it.
No.
Mom
didn't do it. Erik didn't do it either.
Erik did. He called Children's Aid.
But it wasn't his fault.
The system did it. But not only that.
He was schizophrenia.
How could Mom?
How can be? It wasn't diagnosed until
But how
later.
could Mom have given him up when she wrote him 800 letters? More than 800 letters.
She didn't give him up, but she gave him up because she couldn't handle him.
She didn't give him up. She couldn't handle him means you can't handle somebody. It is not. It's a guilt.
In life.
This is a guilt thing
No.
that we put on women. She could
No,
not
just
have.
listen.
No, she.
You can't handle it. How can you handle somebody who's
no,
acting
but it's
out the way he
inaccurate.
does?
It's inaccurate to say she gave him up. She didn't give him up. She didn't want to. She would have taken the shit till she was dead.
Then who made her give him up?
I helped this scenario.
Oh, you're nasty. No, I'm just.
No,
I
don't.
didn't know.
I have my own guilt for everything, but Mom, she couldn't handle you, let alone Erik.
Oh no, I remember when I told her.
Well, she couldn't handle you either.
Remember the
so
night?
this thing about she didn't abandon as much as we made it impossible for her to be there for us.
Because
I abandoned her.
Yeah.
And I stayed. She couldn't touch me. Don't
really?
go near me. So this is a fantasy that
you were her favorite because you were always there. I wasn't. I was the problem child.
I was her favorite, and I was the one that was the least nice to her in the end. I mean, I was nice to her at the end, but I mean, there were periods of time.
No, but she always gives me shit whenever I tried to fight with you.
Right, but the point of this is you're something, Marina. You're a lot to handle. You're a lot to handle. You just ask your ex-girlfriends. And
oh, stop.
No, you didn't become hard to handle at 30, at 40. You were hard to handle at 12, 14, 16. Erik was hard to handle. I pretended not to be hard to handle.
But everything was
Ronny
fine
was hard to handle.
when I became 30.
Ronny?
I was a lot better.
So does Ronny go, oh, Mom was to blame because she couldn't handle me? No. Erik was a product of a system where he was already damaged from being abused. He was placed in special ed. So the system already
and the
failed
medications did not help.
So the system failed him.
To blame a woman who has grade 5 education.
Explaining. Now I understand.
Can you let him finish?
He makes me think that I blamed her the whole time. No. When I understand
wait a sec. We actually listened to you.
Yes.
And so we heard you say that you explained to Mom.
Yeah,
you told her that you didn't
it.
blame her anymore because you understood. The point is that we have to stop judging women in a different time and space and judge them in the middle of a crisis for choices. Mom did not go, I don't want Erik anymore. That never happened. Mom did not say, I don't want Ronny anymore. Mom never said, I don't want Marina anymore. Yeah. It was beyond her control. She was losing her marbles. The truth is that no one ever asked Mom how she felt about any of this shit.
And look how much time, look how much mental energy you wasted.
Yeah.
Going down the rabbit hole that you went down.
Right, and what's so interesting
is
in this,
Daniel
that's what I was just going to go to.
What Daniel showed me is I'm supposed to be selfish. I'm supposed to be not caring. The way we were raised to believe I was the selfishest person that you could ever want.
And where did you learn it from?
I would not care about.
Where did you learn it from, Marina? You didn't learn it from Mom.
No, Mom.
You didn't learn it from Mom. You didn't
learn
it.
I learned it from Daniel.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
one of the things that I was thinking about before you just mentioned it, and I'm so glad you did, is that one of the interesting things about this 20-minute conversation is not putting the blame.
I'm not trying.
No, we're not putting the blame on any level to the person who deserves the most, which is Daniel.
This is Daniel.
This is the community on the island where we eventually will take our residence. Our house, of course, will be the biggest one of them all, and Daniel is jumping up and down. And there is Noel. Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
There's David. The license plate that I carried all those years from Pennsylvania. You've got a friend in Jesus, Pennsylvania. Never expires. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. says on the sign is that drugs will kill you and put you in jail.
I spend my time in the heart of Vancouver. I grow suddenly dizzy. Without focus, I cannot tell if I'm going somewhere. I don't do drugs. I walk to the beach, gaze at the water, and admire the open view of the Rockies. I spent a fantastic night at Science World. There are concert areas and outdoor patios. I love the weather out here. I'm experiencing blackouts that could be dangerous to my health. My blood is low due to the medication. I'm afraid my hallucinations and voices will return. When faced with death, starvation, and devastation, you do anything to get money to stay strong and continue to live. I am alone in a big city with no one but strangers as friends and family.
It's raining out. You gotta get yourself out of the rain. Here, take this raincoat. This weather's terrible this time of year, eh? You smoke, brother?
How I've cried so many times to be held by you all in my times of despair. And when I called your names, I only heard my voice and so much silence. What do you think will be rainbow or dream?
I have to state, there is poetry in your observations. No wonder Mom thought I was boring. I actually have Erik's Bible, where his name is, he's written in it. This would be 45 years ago, Almer area. And I save everything. So I just love this because of the spiritual journey of Erik and I, and all of us. I just love saving the Bible. That at different points meant different things, but I can still keep it, and it means a lot. There's no happy memory. It's like we're sitting in a car with our abuser on our way to church, not exactly a picnic.
No, it's right there.
Ciao, buenas. It's so tiny, Ronny. It's so freaky walking here. It's been 20 years since we last stood in front of a Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. But this time we arrived with a different spirit. Erik inspires every choice I make.
And I'm so proud to be yours. Through faith and love, you've guarded my soul. And you're the one who taught me what it means to be a man. When I fell, you caught me and showed me who
I talk to God through and say, I hope that Erik and Mom are okay. And last night, though, I did talk directly to Mom and Erik. And I said to Mom, sometimes you don't realize what it was like to be Mom. And Donald's book made me see more of Mom and what it was like. And same with Erik. Erik always showed love and always wrote about love towards all of us. But inside, I'm sure he was hurting. And you don't realize the fakeness of somebody. But Erik made it look good, but it wasn't good. And he was hurting real bad. And so I talked to God to make sure everything's fine up wherever he is. And knowing Mom and Erik are together, I hope that's what's okay.
You live inside my soul, now that heaven is your home.
I wrote this in my book. Erik D'Haene is 6'2". Blue eyes, 210 pounds, athletic, nice, kind, handsome, sharp.
The thing I regret is not singing with you, Erik, whenever we karaoke together. Otherwise, we'd have a video of you.
I wish we had that video.
Oh
my God,
yes.
And I'll keep you safe in my heart, 'cause I'm too in love to let you go. And I'm so proud to be yours. Through strength and love, you've guarded my soul. And you're the one who taught me what it means to be a man. When I fell, you caught me and showed me who I am. And all the hardships were blessings in the end. You live inside my soul, now that heaven is your home.
So this is what I do. This stays basically like this until a project's over. Like
Yes.
I wrote the books. I work in madness and mess, and I know where everything is. It cannot be cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
All I need is my caffeine,
Yes.
and away we go. Okay, I have to get these in my car for the big event this afternoon. I've always lived in flashbacks. Now the wires are crossed. I take on Erik's story. Anywhere, at any time, he appears to me.
My death gave me new life.
We'll never be able to sing a duet, Erik, because when we were together, I had not yet found my voice. But in an odd way, you had. Well, you can sing duets to your heart's content now. Mom and Judy Garland can talk about how they died on the toilet, and then Judy can sing Over the Rainbow to you and Mom. You, like me, love Judy Garland, and you drew Judy in grade 8, and you wrote us in 1980, When I'm with you, it is as if a rainbow after a storm proudly showing my colors. Imagining any form of peace for you, Erik, now as well. It's like a beautiful painting, not a Picasso. That's what you look like when you lived here. I imagine Vincent van Gogh. Of course I would. Our mom's birthplace is only 93 miles from his. Erik, 6 degrees ain't what it used to be. You have great company now. Hug Mom. For us, say hi to Vincent. Hope you and Judy are doing a duet. But true to form, I'm still going to give you advice. I imagine you have turned into the most beautiful version of yourself. For the love of, well, avoid a guy who wears one glove for no apparent reason, grabs his crotch intermittently, and could be dangling a baby off a cloud. I'm just saying. May your soul find moments of peace that you never had on earth. Good night, our sweet prince.
Hold your head up high, because I can see you the day I die.
So in my air balloon far away, believe in that one day. So long till then, I'm loving you and all you do.
and that's where I want to end.
Yeah. Now I think
That's where we're going to end it today, Marina. End it. Okay. Great.
Yes.
I am done.
No, we're done.
We're done.
You're done?
We're done like dinner.
We have to do this again.